Highnesses, Excellencies, esteemed leaders of the industry, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riyadh and welcome to the International MICE Summit, where we aim to expand horizons. We have the right people in the room. We have the government regulators and promoters that aim to increase the bounds of this industry. We have the mayors. We have the giga project leaders that use this sector to expand economic development and promote their destinations. We have the government leaders in different sectors who think about this sector, this MICE industry, as a way to increase collaboration and improve outcomes for the stakeholders. And of course, we have the private sector leaders who make the sector happen, both directly and indirectly. And of course, last but not least, the titans of this industry from all around the world. Thank you for being with us here today. We certainly have the right people, and it is the right time. The world is more fractured and divided than ever. Yet this sector offers more opportunities than ever. The world needs you as much as you need the world. And this is a great year for our industry. This year, business travel is set to rebound and increase growth beyond pre-COVID levels by 6.8% to grow to $1.5 trillion. But the runway is greater. Over the next 10 years, it is expected that business leisure will grow from $600 billion today to $3.5 trillion in 2034. That's 500% growth compared to a world economy that will grow by 2.6% next year. So this industry has incredible opportunities. And this is the right time for us, having the right people in the world, to revolutionize it and take it to the next level. And of course, I'm proud to say that this is the right place. Saudi Arabia, as you all, I'm sure, heard, just won the rights to host the World Cup in 2034. Thank you. And I congratulate with you the thousands of people here in Saudi and around the world that has made this happen. And last year, we won the Expo 2030. We didn't do it alone. We worked in government, but we worked with our partners in the private sector and governments around the world to do so again. So the next decade will hold two of the largest events and many, many more announced and in the works. But our sector has even a larger opportunity. A larger opportunity that is broader and deeper, and perhaps one of the greatest opportunities the sector has seen in decades. And it is Vision 2030. Vision 2030, I'm sure you've heard, is a blueprint for massive socioeconomic transformation in the country. It permeates every sector, every institution, every city, every household. The very future of my children and your children. But how does it impact the MICE industry? And we have to be practical. So what is the mechanics of Vision 2030? To achieve the aims of Vision 2030 with bold vision and bold leadership, the country launched 1,064 initiatives. Let me repeat that number. 1,064 initiatives. Usually ambitious countries would launch 10, maybe 100, right? So how can you launch 1,064? And is it working? Well, women participation has increased to 35%, way ahead of our 2030 aims. And we have here the man himself around tourism, who's overachieved the goal of tourism already. I've told you this, Your Excellency, you're ruining our targets, all of our targets. But thank you for being with us. So how can we do this? We do this with partnerships, not just capital, partnerships. Partnerships because we can scale by working with the best Saudi talent, working with the best global talent, and global consortia for every one of these initiatives that allow us to scale. It's about partnerships. And this is what this sector is all about. We come together, we meet, we build trust, ultimately for partnerships. Let's get more mechanical. If we have 1,000 initiatives and projects in the kingdom, and if each one of them requires one large meeting every year for the next 5 years, 1,000 multiplied by 5, that's 5,000 large events. And if each one of them requires 100 meetings, that's 100,000 events and meetings. That's a massive opportunity. And that is the opportunity that Vision 2030 represents. And where will it happen? We have our major cities, and we have our giga projects. Giga projects that are all over this country. And more than $650 billion is being spent on them, which means in all of them, you will have the right infrastructure and venues, the right infrastructure in hospitality and entertainment, in connectivity, and in everything. So this is why Saudi Arabia is the right place. So we have the right people, we are here at the right time, and we are in the right place. That is a great opportunity to revolutionize and grow our industry. But it's also a responsibility. And that's yours. The format we've created is just a platform for you to do this. The first 2 days, you will hear from leaders in government and titans of the industry about their views of what's happening around the world and how this industry should evolve. And we have a spotlight. And the third day, around Saudi Arabia and the MICE industry in Saudi Arabia. There, please push us. Push us to the limit of expanding our horizons on infrastructure, on hospitality, on regulations, on standards, on incentives, on training, and anything else we miss in between. Because this is your summit. I want to call out here, before I forget, because this is very important. We have trained over the past year with the help of our partners in government and all around the world, 34,000 young Saudis to work in this industry. We invited them to watch you now. So please understand that with your words, they will be inspired to continue their careers in the industry, and with your experience, they will learn. So please be generous with them and give them a round of applause to welcome them to the meeting. And finally, my last call to action is very simple. Do what you do best. Explore, meet, trust, and develop partnerships, and of course, enjoy these 3 days. Thank you so much for being with us.